Andre, Santa Cruz, California, the great KSFO. Go.
Yeah, so I was just calling. When you look at the situation of Ferguson, something's not right when you have an unarmed teenager get shot down by police.
All right, thank you for your call. Got it. No, I'm not going to go through that rigmarole again. Something's not right when you have an unarmed teenager shot by police. Unarmed men are shot by police all the time, and in the vast majority of cases, they deserve it. I can give you 1,000 examples of why. If you charge a police, most police officers are killed with their own revolvers, with their own weapons. They're struggling for their own weapons because somebody's trying to take it from them. They're unarmed, of course, the perpetrator. But that's not what Eric Holder was talking about today. There's a civil rights investigation into that, but he wants a civil rights investigation into the entire police force. He did not ask for a civil rights investigation in the shooting of Utah, where a black police officer killed an unarmed white Hispanic. I'm sorry, I'm using liberal New York Times speak, who had no record whatsoever but was reaching for his cell phone. No evidence that he hit the officer in the face, no evidence that the officer had to go to the hospital, no evidence that he had just knocked off a store and assaulted the store owner, none of that. And the caller doesn't find anything wrong with that. Eric Holder doesn't find anything wrong with that, and there probably isn't anything wrong with that. It was probably a horrible mistake. But the federal government didn't federalize that investigation. Eric Holder didn't visit that community. He didn't walk through that community and ask them about what took place. Do you want to know why, Mr. Producer? Because it's a largely white community. That's why. So don't call here and tell me something's wrong when an unarmed teenager's shot. And that's that? That's the end of it? Something's wrong when we have people in this country who lie about most police officers and suggest that police officers are executing civilians without one scintilla of evidence. Now that's where something's wrong. And I bet they don't say that under sworn testimony in front of a grand jury. I will bet you they don't say that. And yet, what was first said publicly, which was a flat-out lie, is the basis for investigations and allegations and riots and looting, civil rights investigations, and all the rest. One of the reasons I keep referring to Abraham Lincoln's second inaugural address is because there was a man who sought, after the bloodiest war, or almost near the end of the bloodiest war in American history, sought to bring the nation together under unbelievably difficult circumstances. And in Barack Obama, we have a man who works day in and day out with his lieutenants, like Eric Holder, to do exactly the opposite, to take a great nation and tear it asunder. And people who want to call this program and repeat their propaganda without any substance or evidence, not here. If something's on the public record, after all the evidence is gathered and we can debate it and discuss it and acknowledge it, fine. But don't give me this crap that officer executed somebody because they were black. There's no evidence of that. And that allegation is racist.